afternoon, everybody. Just want to introduce the next lesson for today. We're going to be creating these fun Zentangle heads. Okay, so for today's lessons, boys and girls, you'll be needing paper, marker, pencil, eraser, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and if you have an old magazine, that would be great. If you don't, it's okay. You can still do the project without that. So what we're going to do is we're going to be creating some Zentangles. Now Zentangle, all right, so these are what Zentangles are. Oh, see? Zentangles, you can find them online. They're basically patterns and designs that were created. Now, we're going to create a Zentangle today in a neat way, but Zentangles were first invented by a couple named Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas. Now, Maria Thomas was very well-known artist that she did a lot with illustration. And one day she would do these letters, and the one day she was filling them with pattern. And Rick walked in and interrupted her. And as he interrupted her, she realized, okay, that she was like in another place. She was in trance, she was selfless, she was like timeless feeling, effortless. And as she explained it to Rick, he said, wow, that really sounds like meditation. So they started developing these intricate patterns that you could create as a form to relax and to be in a state of meditation. So that's what we're going to do. Now, we're going to do a Zentangle head. So I'm going to start with some type of face, could be animal or human, from a magazine. Now, what I'm going to do, it could also be the covers, make sure they're old magazines. I'm going to cut around the head first. We're not going to be using the hair because we are going to create the hair with Zentangles. It's going to be really cool. So then I come here, and when I cut, I need to cut just the head. Okay. So you're going to cut inside the hair as well. And we're going to be working with some elements of art today. We're going to be working with line and shape to create our patterns. And we know that line is a continuous mark made on the surface. Sometimes I like to call it a dot that went for a walk. And a shape is when that line closes up. We know there's two kinds of shapes. There's geometric and there's organic. Geometric shapes are the ones you recognize, like squares, circles, triangles. Organic shapes are like your ones that you just see. Like this would be considered like an organic shape. It's not quite an oval, not quite a circle. It kind of has a different shape to it. The shape, the outline of the scissors would be considered an organic shape, where this would be more of a rectangle shape right here, this eraser. Okay, so after you cut out your Zentangle head, or your head, the bigger the better, actually. So I would have liked even a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I'm now going to take my glue stick. I'm going to glue it to the middle of my paper. Okay, now once I get this glued, I'm going to create like shoulders and some hair for this fun person we're going to be creating. So I'm going to give her a neck with like a rectangle shape right here, and I don't want to press too hard. And then I'm going to come here past the head and go straight down for some shoulders. So you don't want it to be in here because then it'll look like a little skinny, like, you know, lollipop person. So we're going to go past the head and down. Okay, past that head. See where those shoulders land? Past there. I'm going to create some arm lines, although it's not really necessary. And now I'm going to give my Zentangle person a crazy hairdo. And it can be however you want. Look at this. This is going to be crazy, all right. All right. Now, when you create Zentangles, you're doing all different types of structured patterns. It's not just polka dots in one area. It's a lot of various sections of pattern. So before I do that, I'm going to start by tracing my outline of the hair and the shoulders and the neck. And I'm going to do this like a little bit of a thick line, so you might want to go over it again next to it. Now, when you go to create your patterns, you're going to start with this section. Now, you don't even, like I said, if you don't have magazines and you just want to do Zentangle patterns on the paper, you can definitely do that. but I'm going to do it in my hair. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a section. Now, there's plenty of Zentangle patterns if you're kind of stuck and you don't know what to do online. Like, you can Google search Zentangles, spelled with a Z. You can also find them on Pinterest, lots of examples. So you can click on. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by creating a section, then I'm going to have a pattern. So I'm going to kind of block it off like this. And now I'm going to start with my pattern. So remember, a pattern is repeating shape, line, and color. Obviously, we're only doing black and white, so the color is set. Now I'm going to create some kind of stripes that are like a little bit of a diagonal. And you can do these lines in these Zentangles, some lines thick, some lines thin. If you have a variety of line, which means many different kinds, it makes it much more interesting too. So there's a stripe one. Now I want to do another section. And this one's going to be a little bigger. And then you can also start to make up your own. Now this time, I think if you have a thinner marker, this is a fine tip Sharpie where this is a ultra fine tip. So if you have both, it's nice to kind of work with both types of patterns. And what I'm doing now is I'm creating little spirals with little suns with a spiral in the middle. So right now, I'm just making up my own patterns. So right now I'm working on a checkerboard pattern, and I kind of want to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to do it over here just so you can see it again. So basically, I just marked off a section for my Zentangle, and then I'm going to do vertical lines all the way down, up and down first. And now I'm going to go across horizontally the other direction. And I like to turn my paper when I do that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start with the top row and color every other square or rectangle, whatever shape you get, black. So see, it's black, white, black, white, black, white. Now when I go underneath, I'm going to look at the row above, and this one's white, but the one above it's black, so I don't want to color that black. So I'm going to start with the opposite now. So that makes sure it's different from the top and the bottom. That's what you do every time. So now I move down here, right above it is white, so I want it to be black. See? So it's always opposite right above. Okay, another pattern I wanted to show you guys was the brick pattern. And with that, I started with a section with horizontal lines going side to side. And now at the top row, I'm going to start with some vertical lines going up and down. Okay, all across. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to what they call stagger the lines. So I'm going to look at the row below. And when you look at these two lines, the line down here should be in the middle of the two lines above. So watch. So if I count these two right there, now I go in between those two, underneath, those two, underneath. So in between those two, underneath. And then I just keep doing that all the way across. So that's the brick pattern. It's like a cement brick I got going on right here. And there you have it, fun little Zentangle. And like I said, you could just do a paper full of patterns if you didn't have the magazines to create a head. So I hope you enjoyed today, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.